Have you ever thought and improved your health while you work? Well, statistics show that since 1995, obesity has risen 90% in 17 states. There are over 97 million overweight adults and 5.3 million children in the United States. And those children are globally being diagnosed with disease that came right from adult and midlife, such as respiratory disease and heart disease. And our project is improved something that it will help them to decrease the obesity in the United States, and at the same time you won't miss your work. The World Health Organization is working to prevent the global epidemic of the overweight and obesity, and we want to help them by introducing the walking desk. This is a revolutionary and newest prototype of a classic workstation, and it has two upright arms that are bent 90 degrees, and it has a small vertical arm that has two bases attached to it, and you can use up to 20 inches computer monitor, and it has two supporting plates that you will use the actual weight of the treadmill, and it will stay still. And it also has a base desk that you can attach to any standard size treadmill also. And during your busiest time of the year, you may not have the time to do workout during school or work. So our idea is to increase the work productivity while you're working and exercise at the same time. And by making that, people can improve their health and they can be keeping their mind in rhythm with life. All you have to do is stand up and on your treadmill and start walking out your fat. I'm passing over to Troy, and he's going to explain you a little more in detail about our prototype. Troy.
So this is Elsie, and I'm Troy Richardson, and a few months ago, my patent attorney was working with me on some stuff, and he said, well, since I've worked with you, maybe you can help me build this, because he had a monitor that was stuck to the wall, and he just felt like that it was just a little bit too evasive, and he wanted to be able to move it and not have holes in the wall and hold these heavy monitors. So he asked me to build him a prototype that would fit underneath his treadmill, something that, just a stand of some type. And so as I started looking at that, I thought, well, I can build this somewhat lightweight and be able to get it moved up there. And so I manufactured a little thing, and I thought, God, the great idea would be to put the feet underneath the treadmill to hold it and support it. Now because you got between 40 and 50 pounds of monitors with a big set of monitors up there holding it. So I had to figure out a way to do that. In my presentation, I went ahead and built this thing, and then I hauled it up to his office in Salt Lake, and it was just cumbersome getting it in. And so coming to school this year, I decided to get involved in the Skills USA, and that's where I met Chad. And in this process, we found out about the Engineering Technologies program and the Skills USA test. And so I had this idea, and I went to my instructor, and he said, well, Chad's got some ideas. And so we met, we talked about our ideas, and we felt like that maybe this idea might be the easiest one to bring to, make it, since I already had a prototype. And so what I did is in my SolidWorks class, I started designing it, and I brought a treadmill in, and then we started looking at other treadmills at Walmart and different things. And so at that point, with my background as a machinist and manufacturing and welding and stuff, I decided that I can build this thing and put it together and foldable and the whole 9 yards. And so I went ahead and drew it all up, gave some prints off to a brother-in-law who was at a shop. He went ahead and built the foot plates for me, and then from that point I worked at a company that did a lot of bending, sent some piping over there and had them bend the 90s. And then it was just a process of putting all the pieces together. I had critical laser. I'd done a board to where they have a nice board to where you can put your computer on your laptop or even just keyboard and have the monitors. And so I sent all that off, got it all bent, put together, brought it home, started messing with it, figuring out different things that had to be done, put some screws in it and some bolts to tighten it so I could take it apart and put it together. And then at that point, we presented to UVU, and we won that presentation because it was kind of a luck of the draw because we were the only ones there, but hopefully it's not that way this time at the state. And so the manufacturing side, I went to outside sources to build these parts. We've got an actual calculation on how much it's going to cost for just a few, and we can go full on and probably make production costs down below $200 for the whole unit. And I'm going to pass this over to Chad. He's our marketing. He's done the research into the marketing to see what's out there, what's our competition, and so Chad.
Thanks, Troy. Of course, my name is Chad Wallace, and of course, like from before, like we are working together to get this project going, and especially like when we've got it all figured out of like the basically nit-grit of like how it works and what materials we need to use. Now our option is like, what are we going to do with it? And we have the opportunity through Troy's attorney, his attorney officer, attorney officer that we met this particular marketing team that was more than willing to help us out to do more research, especially with the competition that we have if we're going out to sell this product, and also for our target market for consumers, and also like what makes our product different to the others. And so from their research and from our research combined, we have learned that our major competitions are these two particular large companies that are called the Trek Desk and the Tread Desk. And their basic prototype that they have is that they have the similar features that they have. They can have your computer connected to the treadmill, but it's literally connected to the treadmill, and you have to buy their special treadmill to have their product, which could range from $2,000 to $5,000. And then of course we have like third-party competitors such as Walmart or Sears that they came up with a similar product as well. So our basic target for the consumer is basically anyone who has any job or work that they are just in the desk in a long periods of time. And also we will also focus on personal needs, especially for homemakers or anyone who at their home that they want to have internet access or also want to be on there. So what the marketing team has also done is created these simple surveys that they have distributed through online, and from the short time that we have finally met with them, that we can only come up with 27 responses, and it's just simple 10 questions that gave us a simple understanding of what the need is out there for our treadmills. So, and then so right now our main idea of what we want to do is just to get a simple, like we still have the means to do our own manufacturing, and all we wanted to do is to get our name out there and that product out there through the marketing team that's going to help us to get our name out, and hopefully that a large investor can help us fund that. So then we will leave you with any questions that you have for us. That's the presentation.
Perfect. Are they making comments, or do you want?
No, go for it.